All right, we need to talk about something huge, agency AI. And more importantly, we've got to break down the massive mindset shift you'll need to make it in 2026. Welcome to the Virtual Techy, where we help people decode the future of tech and build AI businesses that run on autopilot. Before we go further, get yourself a pen and paper or get your notepad ready as we delve into today's topic.
Okay, so right off the bat, you need to understand the whole game has changed. Just a couple of years ago, we were all about augmentation, using AI as a smart assistant. But the 2026 mindset, that is all about agency. See, AI isn't just helping you anymore, it is literally doing the work for you. It's the difference between being a pilot and being the CEO of the airline.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll hit the agency revolution itself. Then, we'll dive into the fatal errors people are making. First in strategy, then in execution. And finally, we'll wrap up with the human upgrade, what you need to do to thrive in this new world.
All right, first up, the agency revolution. This is all about shifting from being a user to becoming a manager.
And I'm going to say something that might sound a little controversial. The chat interface is dead. Seriously, if your main way of using AI is still typing prompts into a chat window, you are stuck in a 2023 mindset. You're trying to drive a spaceship with a steering wheel. We have to move beyond just talking to our tools.
Think about it like this. The old way, it was all conversation, micromanagement. Hey, AI, can you write this one email for me? The new way is all about execution. You assign an autonomous agent a goal, a real outcome, like manage my entire inbox, and it just does it. It handles all the thinking, planning, and doing on its own.
Okay, let's move on to the big strategic mistakes. This is where the real value is created, and, frankly, where most people are getting it completely wrong.
So if you're trying to build a business in this space, listen up. The thin wrapper gold rush, it is over. Done. The whole idea of just putting a pretty face on a general AI model and calling it a business, that strategy is basically extinct now.
And this quote just nails it. You can't sell electricity to the electric company. See, general AI has become a utility. It's like electricity. It's incredibly powerful, it's everywhere, and it's getting cheaper by the day. And you just can't build a business trying to resell that basic utility. So where's the money? Where's the value? Well, it's shifted. It's moved away from these broad general tools to really deep, specific, vertical niches. So stop thinking about another AI for writing. That's a dead end. Instead, start thinking about something like AI for FDA compliance in the biotech industry. That's where the opportunity is, solving very specific, very complex problems that a general model just can't touch right out of the box.
And here's another huge strategic error. Stop hoarding tools. I mean, if you have 10 different AI tabs open on your browser right now, you're doing it wrong. You're just breaking up your workflow. The future is embedded AI. It's being built right into your operating system, into your CRM, into your design software. So the goal isn't to collect a bunch of separate tools, it's to master the one ecosystem that pulls everything together for you.
All right, that covers the big picture strategy. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the fatal errors in execution. This is about the real dangers of managing your new digital workforce. And this is the new nightmare scenario. I call it the runaway agent. Here's how it works. You feed it some messy, unstructured data. It then makes a mistake and executes the wrong action. But here's the scary part. It then repeats that error at machine speed, thousands, maybe millions of times. In the old days, bad data just meant you got a bad chart. In the agentic era, bad data can lead to automated chaos on a massive scale. And this quote really puts it into perspective. You are essentially handing a loaded gun to a hallucinating robot. I mean, wow. If you're not cleaning your data, if you're not organizing your digital environment, you are creating an incredibly dangerous situation. Data hygiene, the most boring job in the world, has suddenly become the most critical job for keeping things safe and successful.
And that brings us to what is probably the single biggest mistake in execution: automation without observability. You can't just trust a black box agent. Giving an agent autonomy without any way to see or understand how it's making its decisions, that's just a recipe for disaster. You can't just set it and forget it anymore. So your responsibilities have leveled up. You've got to build in checkpoints for a human to approve things. You have to be able to go back and audit your AI's decisions. And here's the golden rule. If you can't explain it, you don't deploy it. Period. So all of this, it leads us to our final section, the human upgrade. Because this isn't just about the tech changing. It's about how you have to change to actually succeed in this new agentic era.
Look, Your value is no longer about what you already know. It's about how fast you can learn what you don't. The old model of just-in-case learning, getting a degree in one specific thing just in case you need it, that's obsolete. The skill that's future-proof is just-in-time learning. They're calling it adaptive fluency. It's the ability to pick up a new framework on the fly, use AI to crush a project, and then immediately move on to the next big challenge.
And that brings us to the final and honestly the most devastating mistake you can possibly make in 2026. After hearing all this, after understanding the shift, it's doing nothing at all. It's inaction.
Because here's the new reality, right? The barrier to entry to create something amazing has dropped to basically zero. All the old gatekeepers, the publishers, the VCs, the hiring managers, they're becoming irrelevant. In this new world, the biggest risk isn't that you're going to try something and fail. No way. The biggest risk is that you'll just sit there and watch someone else build your dream, all because they understood that the only thing holding them back was their own vision.
The tools are here. The agents are powered up and waiting for instructions. The only variable left in the equation is you. So I have to ask, what will you build? If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so the algorithm can recommend more of my content to you and other viewers as well.